Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. This is going to be a top 10 of movies that you can watch this December for 2017 on Netflix US. So let's just get started with number 10. Field of Dreams. An Iowa corn farmer, hearing voices, interprets them as a command to build a baseball diamond in his fields. Ray searches out a reclusive author to help understand the meaning of this message. If you haven't seen Field of Dreams, I don't want to spoil too much into the movie for you, but it is fantastic. Kevin Costner is terrific in this. There's a small role by Ray Liotta near the end of it, and it's about one man's obsession and how he's willing to put everything at risk to achieve this compulsion that he has, this driven force. These voices are telling him to do something. If you build it, they will come. What is they? What is it he has to build? How is it going to work out? It's a weird movie that I still don't know how it got made, but it is absolutely terrific. Number 9, Piranha. After a sudden underwater tremor sets free scores of prehistoric man-eating fish, an unlikely group of strangers must band together to stop themselves from becoming fish food. Pretty good genre cast here in Alexandra Aja's remake of Joe Dante's 1980 classic Piranha. It is given a modern update. Looks rather nice. There is some fun moments, especially very bloody moments if you're into that kind of thing. Christopher Lloyd steals the show as a mad science guy type of thing. It's very much like Doc Brown. Ving Rhames is pretty good near the end as well, as he comes out guns blazing. It is full of really fun, in-your-face moments. Super bloody, super fun, and a great just time killer if you're looking for something that you don't have to pay too much attention to, but you just want to throw on and enjoy. Number 8, Ninja, Shadow of a Tear. Ninjutsu master Casey is back and is out for vengeance when his pregnant wife is murdered. I have a soft spot for direct-to-video action movies, and Scott Adkins is my particular brand of action hero at the moment. His first movie, Ninja, which you don't have to have seen to go into this one, the sequel, is pretty fun, as is this one. It's full of kind of dodgy looking sets, but exquisite martial arts set pieces, and I think it is one of the best direct-to-video action movies in a long while. If you like this kind of thing, like the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies of the 90s, you're going to find something here that you can really latch on to. Number 7, Chappie. In the near future, crime is patrolled by a mechanised police force. When one police droid, Chappie, is stolen and given new programming, he becomes the first robot with the ability to think and feel for himself. Chappie's a movie that's really grown on me over the years. I feel as if it was given a bad time at the cinema, and that's a real shame. It stars a Bandai Atwood whose acting performances are sometimes good, sometimes bad, but really unique. Chappie the robot is someone that comes across as a real personality, a real character that you can latch on to, and by the end of the movie you particularly like this character. It's got lots of nice looking scenes, as you would expect from a Neil Blomkamp movie, and like I said, it's one that got bad word of mouth when it came out, and it's not a super great movie, but it is very watchable, very fun and very enthralling. Number 6 is Red Lights. Psychologist Margaret Matheson and her assistant study paranormal activity, which leads them to investigate a world-renowned psychic who has resurfaced after his toughest critic mysteriously passes away. Sigourney Weaver and Cillian Murphy are the people investigating Robert De Niro's character, who's this big reclusive psychic who comes out for one big large payday and event, and they're trying to prove that what he is doing is false. It's a kind of cat and mouse, and you're never quite sure if these events are all tricks or if they are actually happening. It keeps you at the edge of your seat. It builds up this character tale, gives some three-dimensional characters and really spooky goings on to muddy the waters of what is real and what isn't. Number 5 is The Boss Baby. A new baby's arrival impacts a family, and it's told from the point of view from an unreliable narrator, an imaginative 7-year-old named Tim. I thought I'd throw in this family movie since it is December and you may be looking for something for the whole family could sit down and watch. The Boss Baby is not a great movie, but it is genuinely fun and it's good for a one-time watch. It's got some humour aimed at adults, and it's got some very much childish humour as well. The whole fact that it is from a 7-year-old's point of view leads some credence to the fact that the whole story may not be entirely true, and it's just his misgivings on the circumstances, which is a nice trait for adults to latch on to this kind of idea. For kids, they will believe that the boss baby is in fact a megalomaniacal man-child who is trying to disrupt this family, but for everybody else it's just a fun adventure movie, and there's some good voice performances on hand as well. Number 4 is Bernie. In small town Texas, an affable mortician strikes up a friendship with a wealthy widow. When she starts to become controlling, he goes to great lengths to segregate himself from her grip. Richard Linklater's pseudo-fake documentary type of movie revolves around the true life story of Bernie, a mortician who became friends with this wealthy widow. And the movie is told in a very unique way. It has this story between Jack Black's character and Shirley MacLaine's character, and that's all sort of a take on the true events, and then it goes to various people talking to the camera in a documentary style, talking heads telling their side of the tale, or a particular moment giving their opinion on it. Now, some of these characters are actual actors, like Matthew McConaughey's character. Some of them are actually people from the real town who experienced these events and are talking firsthand about what they've seen. It's a strange dichotomy in the movie, but the movie is really enthralling. It's really fun. There is a terrific performance by Jack Black here, who just knocks it out the park, and the movie is kind of unbelievable but kind of fun at the same time. Number 3 is Oculus. A woman tries to exonerate her brother, who was convicted of a murder, by proving that the crime was committed by supernatural phenomenon. Mike Flanagan's terrific horror movie is about a haunted mirror. It's silly. The premise is silly, but the execution is fantastic. You have these two parallel stories going on at the same time. You have the brother and sister when they were younger at the house as the crime is being committed, and then you have them in current time as they're in the house trying to stop the mirror from getting more victims. And there is some really skin-crawling sequences as these people don't know what is real and what is false in this house, and it is just a terrific horror movie, extremely well done. And like I said, it's a silly premise, but by the end of the movie you're on the edge of the seat wondering what is going to happen next. Number 2 is Hard Candy. A 14-year-old girl is groomed by a 32-year-old predator, but ultimately turns the tables upon him. Under suspicion that he is a paedophile and has done something to her best friend, she takes matters into her own hands. Hard Candy is a relatively uncomfortable movie, especially in the opening scenes when you have this innocent girl pretty much being groomed by this much older man, saying things to her that no adult should really say to a child. But when the movie has its twist very early on and the tables turn and the young girl is fully in control of this situation, you have no idea where it's going. You're left wondering, was this his first attempt at grooming somebody? Has he done it before? Is this just an accident? Has she got the wrong person? Does this person have nothing to do with her friend's disappearance? It is a twisting, turning tale that keeps you guessing right to the end with two absolutely fantastic performances. This is a terrific movie that I can't recommend highly enough. Number 1, Bushwick. Lucy and Stoop have to survive a military invasion of Brooklyn, New York. Unsure of who to trust or why this is happening, the two have to band together to try to survive the precious few blocks until they can get to safety. Bushwick is a rather interesting premise. It's an unusual tale as this small suburb of New York is attacked by a military presence, and you don't really know why it's happening or how. You're just put into these characters' perspectives. All chaos just happens at once and they're trying to survive. You've got gang culture as people try to protect themselves. They're not sure who to trust, who is against them, why they're against them. They just need to get these few blocks to safety. And what used to be just a couple of minutes walk and a sunny day now turns into a death trap as these two people are just trying to survive. You get to know the characters a little bit better along their travels. You get to meet some friends, you get to meet some foes, you get to figure out why this is happening, and it's a really interesting idea. I really like that part of the movie when you figure out why this military is invading New York. It's novel but makes sense, it's plausible, I like it. Bushwick is a movie that may just eke by without anybody noticing, which is why it's my number 1 this month. I feel it's a movie that you should check out before it just kind of disappears into the ether. Terrific movie, terrific cast, great performance and a great little tale. Check it out. So that's my top 10 for December 2017 on Netflix US. If I've missed anything, let me know in the comment box and maybe it'll make it onto my list next month. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again on Man vs Film.